Hi friends, Suzanne here. Welcome to another paper pumpkin alternative video on my YouTube channel and blog. If you're new to my channel, I want to say hi. This video will share alternative projects to stretch your paper pumpkin supplies. If you don't know what paper pumpkin is, click the link in the description box below and check it out. So come along with me as I attempt to create out of the box. It's a Christmas miracle, everyone. This is the December 2025 paper pumpkin kit called Watercolor in Bloom, and I have this video for you on Christmas. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video. It's about 15 minutes long. I show you what's in the box. So this kit contains 9 cards and 9 envelopes, and the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors are Garden Green, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, Secret Sea, Shaded Spruce, and Bronze. And then with the components, I make alternative cards. So one of the nice things that Stampin' Up! Is doing is on the back here, you can see this little die set. So I think that you can buy, I know you can buy these, this set. It's about $16 Canadian. It lasts for about, I think it sort of coordinates every 3 months. So you might get like 4 dies throughout the year. So anyway, I really like the cards that are the card bases that came in this kit, and I will show you how to stretch your paper pumpkin in just a second. So you can see there's some bronze design here. There's really pretty self-adhesive sequins. There's some adhesives there. But we shall get started here with alternative card number 1. Before I actually get into the card design though, I'm going to share how I stretch my kit. So when I really like one of their card bases, I just cut them in half. And then, so I have 2 card fronts of this pretty paper, and then I can use a thick basic white card base for that. So if you are like me and want to stretch your paper pumpkin kit, this is a great way to do it. Also too, I don't feel so bad using only a quarter panel to create like cuts and this and that and whatnot. So that's exactly what I'm doing with this card design. One of my viewers suggested that they really liked that I had these like little sticky notes and I gave you the measurements. So I'm going to do that today. And I leave them on the screen for you to jot down. There is no PDF. Honestly, I just don't have time to do it, but I can certainly do this. I hope I write big enough so that you can jot it down. And if you like anything that I do on my videos, it would be great if you could leave me a comment saying what you liked. And I can, I can tailor my videos more to what you're wanting. So what I'm doing here is I am trying to make the pattern paper, or the card front really, sort of the star of the show, but at the same time, I just think that there's really nice coordinating colors, and well, you know how Stampin' Up! Is with their colors. Everything coordinates, everything looks really good. So if you do chop things up, and you probably have papers, little bits and scraps and this and that, so you could easily make a card like this with scraps of your own pattern paper. And I always feel bad. I don't know if you do, but I always feel bad when I have to, or when I tend to throw paper out, like even if they're just a little scrap. So honestly, this is a great way to utilize those scraps. All right, we're getting close here to the, I'm not going to have to, I don't want to throw out a ton of measurements for you. So hopefully you can see everything. And yeah, well, here we are. So I have the thank you stamp, and I'm inking up. I'm using my bigger ink pads just because the smaller ones are a little harder to use. But that was Night of Navy, and it does come in the kit. So I have Pretty Peacock and Garden Green there for support. I don't know. For emotional support. Anyway, I love little stamps, and if you noticed with this paper pumpkin, there's a little stamp. So of course I'm going to use it like a fleur de lis, or like just a corner decoration. I think it's like a little flower. Anyway, so then I put this basic white piece onto a piece of, I had just Pretty Peacock lying around. So if you wanted to, you probably could use the cards fronts in the kit. You could probably use that, or just any scrap, or just leave it blank. Anyway, here I am fitting everything. So one thing to note with this card, I am not pressing down hard. That is Stampin' Seal Plus that I'm using, and it sticks real well. So I just lightly did it, and you will see that I actually got the measurement a little wrong. So I will go in and fix everything. So you don't know how much border you're going to need until you're putting the second and the third piece in place. But I could see right now my measurements are correct, but my spacing is wrong. So I just got my take your pick tool, and only that one little corner grabbed, because I was careful. This isn't my first rodeo, but yeah, so you don't press anything down. And even now, I didn't press much down. I will do my final, securing at the end, because we still have some more of these squares to go. So I am pretty happy with the placement. My take your pick tool is a great tool. If you don't have a take your pick tool, it's probably one of the things that I use all the time. We used to call it the pokey tool, but it is a take your pick tool, and I really use it often. Just to, like I'm doing right now, lift things, get my fat fingers out of the way so that I can see what I'm doing. And now you can see that those borders are perfectly done. I also used, I strategically used that leafy green one that is kind of the odd duck out, and I wanted to use that as the smaller piece. I didn't want it overpowering my card. So that's the reason why I did that. So there you go. That is my first alternative card. You're going to be able to vote in the comments below whether or not you liked 1, 2, or 3. They're like my children. I love them all the same. But I don't have children. I have cats, and I love my 2 cats both the same for different reasons. And you're not going to offend me by telling me that you liked number 1 more than the others, or number 2, which we're on today. So we're on right now. I didn't write the card or the measurements out, just because this is a normal card front. So I'm using a normal 5 1/4 by 8 or 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 card base, scored at 4 1/4. This is 4 by 5 1/4 panel, and then I cut one of the panels from the kit in half, and I used it on another project, but this half was available, so I fussy cut the flowers out, and I didn't make you watch it because it's Christmas, and watching someone cut something, unless it's hair, is probably really boring. So, and maybe even if watching somebody cut hair it could be boring for you. I don't know. I don't find it terribly boring, but that's because that's my job. Anyway, I digress. I'm kind of happy to be out of the salon for a little while now. I was getting sick of that place. Anyway, this label piece is 3 1/4 inches tall and 3 3/4 inches wide. I ended up fishtailing it or flag ending it, whatever. You slice it up the middle and then you go corner to middle and Bob's your uncle. I did look that up, actually. I've forgotten what it said now, but it is a British saying, and because I'm Canadian, we have a tendency to copy the good old folks in the UK, since we share the same king, and we're part of the Commonwealth. So there you go. Anyway, I am using the sentiments. Thanks so much. Like on all 3 cards, you guys, and it's just because, as I explained, I got a lot of lovely gifts from my clients, and I always want to shout out and say thank you to everyone. I'm very grateful for my career and very grateful for the people that I work with or work on, really. So I put that sentiment up on dimensionals, and then I tucked the flower in behind. Isn't it cute? And then I'm flag ending this little piece of green. This is 1 inch by 1 1/4 wide. And I actually cut this little piece down. So it is, I think I made it like 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, but that was too long. And you will see me as like, it just looks weird. Or to me, it looks weird. I wanted to cluster it, and I tried jamming it up in there, but the stupid dimensionals were in the way. So I just cut out about 1/4 inch, and there you go. That works for me. And if I felt like it, I could have put those lovely bronze sequins on there, but because there wasn't another element with those sequins, I chose not to use it. But on card number 3, I do. So we'll see that right now. And these cards are really simple, guys. Like, I had fun with this kit. Sometimes simple is good. It gets your mind into creating, and I've sort of been frazzled the last month. So I'm actually really enjoying just doing simple cards. So that was 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That was one of the card bases. And honestly, you could have just done this with maybe a 2 1/2 to 3 inch piece of card, but I didn't. I'm using it the whole card front because I didn't know what I was doing. Then this is a character we haven't seen in a while. This is Excalibur. For those of you who are new, Excalibur is my letter opener. There's always a flourish when I use him, of course, because he's Excalibur. You have to flourish. Voila. All right. So what I did was I took my envelope. I often call them yeomans from Star Trek because they're always the one that end up getting butchered. And I used the envelope for the card front. So again, I'm stamping in Knight of Navy. Thank you so much. Another thank you card. I've been, like I said, really blessed this year, so very happy. So what I ended up doing is putting adhesive on the back, and then I'm like, you know what? I need to use that little copper embellishment with the white leaves. It looks great on this background. So I cut that in about, I don't know, 1/2 inch of enough room for me to put my adhesive. And then I put it down. I think I went on the inch mark, and from my copper, and I went inch to about an inch from the crease. Sorry, brains on vacation. Anyway, and now I put the envelope on, so you can see how that transition really went nicely. It went with the white leaves over top of the green, and then there's green leaves over top of the white. It actually is a very nice design. Probably this one is probably my favorite. just because of the way it turned out, and it just sort of happened. So I'm glad to get having a little bit more creativity in paper crafting and not in hair. Anyway, so I'm cutting off the excess. I guess this is like a little haircut, a little card cut. And here comes my embellishments. Now, since there is a copper element, I'm only going to put 2 of these on so that we actually have 3 copper elements. We always try to have odd numbers. I put them in a triangle formation around my my sentiment, and that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a lovely comment in the sections below, and I will see you Friday. Bye for now.